Hi Stampers, it's Rachel here from rachthestamper.wordpress.com, and today I'm going to show you a card that we're going to make using First Sight. Now this was in the Occasions catalog and it carried over into the new catalog, but kind of when things do that, they get skipped over, people forget about them. But this is a really pretty stamp set. It's a great card for Mother's Day or Valentine's, but I thought June, a lot of weddings coming up, so why don't we do this with a little card, and we're going to use I Believe in Love at First Sight, and then on the inside we'll stamp Kindred Spirits, and then we're going to use the little flourish also. And actually, you know what, we might as well use the little scripty heart. We'll put that on the inside as well. Okay, so this is in the new catalog, page 46. So let me get my Stampin' Mat here, and we'll get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this is the Subtles Designer Series paper stack. It's got a lot of really pretty colors, different designs of all the colors. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Pink Pirouette. Is that what I decided on? Yes, Pink Pirouette, because I thought that was soft and pink and weddingy. So what we'll use to make it delicate looking, we're going to go with the script, because the script also has some really pretty words written on it, which would be very appropriate for a wedding card. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so we're going to use Whisper White. I got some Pink Pirouette scrap pieces out, a piece of Whisper White, and just bear with me one second. Let me get this out of the way. What we're going to do first is we're going to cut our cardstock. So this was a full piece, but no, it's not. So we're going to cut this down to, that would have been 11, 5.5. And we'll use this for our scrap piece. So we're going to have 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 4.25. Okay, there we go. And we're going to cut out a piece of this beautiful Designer Series paper, and we'll do this at 4 by 4. That way it'll be big enough. So we're going to go down to 4 on the cutting blade here. So there's a marker here as well, makes it very easy to cut, and then we're just going to turn it. Since this is square, it makes it much simpler, but what you're going to do is put your piece to where you just cut to when you turn it. So if, for example, we cut that first piece to 5.5, we would move our paper down so it was at 5.5, and we cut the shorter side. Took me a long time to realize that that's the way to do it without making a mess of it, but that's it. So we have our Whisper White, Pink Pirouette, our little words, and then we'll do some white. Let's see, in order to fit that piece, that's not huge. We'll do, what is that, 2 and 3? We'll do 3. Let's see, 3 by 3.5. Okay, and then we're going to do a piece of Pink Pirouette, just paper. So this will be 2 3/4. And I think I said 3.5, right? So we'll do 2 3/4 by 3.25, just so it kind of frames it in. Let's see if that lines up. Okay, and then one more piece of Whisper White we're going to stamp onto. Let's see if we're going to have this big enough. We should. And so we said 2 3/4, so this will be 2.5 by 3. And even if our piece doesn't fully go on there, which it will be a little off, it still should be very pretty. Okay, let me get all this stuff out of the way. So we're going to use, again, our Pink Pirouette ink. And let me just make sure I add a little bit to this, because I've had this one for a super long time. And this is one of the old felt pads, so they definitely suck up the ink much more. Okay, and now what we're going to do, so we're going to put these two pieces aside. We're just going to get out our stamping piece for now. So we're going to go with the big piece first. And again, like I said, this may or may not fit all the way on there. We're going to make it work. Okay. And I'm sorry some of the times, you guys, that I'm off camera with this. I don't really look up while I'm making the video, and I kind of eyeball where I think I am. So I do apologize if I'm out of screen. Sometimes I realize it after the fact, but then to go and shoot a whole nother video again sometimes is a pain in the hiney. So I'm going to go over this a little bit just to fill in the white spaces. Just go a little darker. Try that once more. There we go. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go with Smoky Slate. I'm not going to use black because it's a little odd on a wedding card, but all right. So we're going to use I Believe in Love at First Sight. So we're going to stamp this in Smoky Slate, and we're going to go right in the center. Okay, that's nice and inked up. Right in the center. Okay, and while we have this out, let's get our sponge. And, whoo, almost did that with Smoky Slate. With the Pink Pirouette, we're just going to sponge the edges. You could also do this with your sponge dauber, but I think it'll give it a little bit of dimension with the pink on white. Okay, and we're going to do that with the second level of pink as well. Just sponge the edges. Okay. All right, so now we're going to layer these together. So just going to use our SNAIL adhesive. Put this on. Okay, same thing again. SNAIL adhesive. And then here's our other white piece. Put this on. Okay, and then we're going to take, before we get completely finished, bring this back out for one more second. We're going to open up the inside. We're going to do the same thing. So instead, we're going to do our little heart here. Okay, so here's our little heart. Okay, and then same thing with our words, kindred spirits. You could put congratulations if you wanted to inside, but I thought this was pretty appropriate for a wedding card. And I'm going to just drop that right in there so it kind of goes together. Cute, super fun. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so let's finish off this card now. We're going to put some, and you can always use the dots. So if you don't really like the words, you can certainly do the dots, but I'm going to stick with the words. So we're going to put, oops, wrong side. Put some adhesive. Put this down. Make sure our words are facing the correct direction since we are using the words. And this is really pretty. It says, hello, beautiful, gratitude, love your face. So it's a lot of really cute things. You could also, if you wanted to, pop this up on dimensionals. It's another option. Could use some of your pearls. Where's my paper piercer? Put a couple pearls over here. The tiny, tiny ones. Just put these, I'm going to try to keep my head out of the way, just scattered throughout the card. I'm always running out of, between this and the tiny ones and the ones with the lines of pearls. I'm always running out of ideas of what to use them for, so. Put a couple of them on this card here. I'll make it very super feminine. One more. Oops. Okay, very pretty. So, I hope you like that card. There's a lot of really, really pretty cardstock. Again, that's in that Designer Series paper stack. That is the Subtles. So that has Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Marina Mist, Pear Pizzazz, Pink Pirouette, Pool Party, So Saffron, Soft Sky, Wild Wasabi, and Wisteria Wonder. These are all the great, like, bride, baby shower cards because they're all really soft and beautiful. And again, the stamp set that we used, get my pile out of the way, is called First Sight. This was in the Occasions catalog, and then it did come over to the new catalog. So, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to shoot me an email or leave me a comment on rachthestamper.wordpress.com, or email is rachthestamper@gmail.com. You can also follow along on my YouTube channel, Rach the Stamper. I'm on Pinterest at Rach the Stamper. And if you would like to get these products and more, I would love to be your demonstrator. You can contact me at rachthestamper.stampinup.net. Thanks for taking time to watch, and I hope you have a great day.